so which is a good thing. Depreciation is almost has increased a wee bit, but the important thing is the 7 to 8% increase in employee expenses, which is one of the reasons why the margin improvement has not happened. So I will say it's a mixed set of numbers coming from the company. Good to see, but in this 3.7% also we need to understand what could be the organic and organic. As Ravi was saying that he is not expecting that there could be more organic growth coming into the business, So it will be mostly inorganic if 3.5% is inorganic and the remaining is organic. So I will say okay set of numbers.
Okay, just a couple of more internals coming in. The constant currency growth is looking good. So on the top line, there's no faulting it at all. 5% quarter-on-quarter constant currency growth is what the company has posted this time around. And even if you look at some other internals, the attrition rate for Tech Mahindra has gone down. It's come in at 19% this time around versus 21% in the last quarter. So attrition rate has also gone down for Tech Mahindra. But let's get some more comments in. Sarabjit Kaur Nagra of Angel Broking is also with us. Sarabjit, seems like it's a beat as far as the dollar revenue growth and constant currency growth is concerned, but on the margins, once again, you could be left wanting for more. What would your reaction be?
See, as long as the numbers for Tech Mahindra goes, definitely we know Tech Mahindra is currently riding on the obviously inorganic growth also, and that's why top line is the current focus, because with acquisitions it's very imperative that they start contributing when they we have seen in case of Wipro it's not the case, so it's predominantly inorganic. So I guess in that comparison, yeah, it's a good set of numbers and top line. So it's understood that these acquisitions will start contributing on the net profit eventually after a lag period. So I guess going by what is actually practical, what is feasible, I guess a decent set of numbers. But yeah, as you said, margins are taken a bit hit in comparison to expectation. But I guess that I can still adjust because it's still coming at the behest of higher growth. So I guess probably that will get rectified as we move forward. So I think decent set of numbers overall, if I have to sum it up.
Even Reema was telling me before she left, and we are filling in for her, that also in the EBIT margins, they could be impacted. There could be one-time restructuring cost, which we don't know how much is it. So, we need to also understand the component from the management when they, come on the channel. That if the EBIT margins are, a bit below what we're expecting, then how much could be the restructuring cost?
Also, an interesting bit is Tech Mahindra, the stock has fallen a lot. If you pull up a 6-month chart of Tech Mahindra, the stock has actually gone from 550 in the month of June all the way to 414 in the month of October. So given that these numbers are not as bad, the numbers are decent numbers, dollar revenue growth better than expected, constant currency growth good, EBIT margins largely in line with expectations, I wouldn't be surprised to see a bit of a relief rally in the stock as well tomorrow, or maybe just could perhaps. Okay, those are Glenmark's numbers. But before that, I'll just get a quick comment from Ravi. Ravi, on the stock, what would your view be now?
I think if the growth has come outside of telecom, that would be very welcome. Because that's been my concern all along, that the competitiveness outside of telecom is rather limited. So if it's mostly telecom led, then it could be just a normalization from Comviva business picking up. So we have to see if this is sustainable revenue growth going forward.
And what's your view on this? What's your recommendation on the stock now, considering that it's gotten thrashed over the last 5-6 months?
Yeah, we've actually been negative all along for nearly 2 years now. And we think that what can change our view is if they win large network management deals, or if they show some large contract wins outside of telecom. Or even a large telecom win would be good, like the IBM 1 billion deal that they won with Telefonica. Something of that sort, which gives us good visibility and, that these guys are capable of winning mega contracts.
So are you saying that there is nothing in these numbers which could lead to any kind of major recovery in the stock?
I think so, because what people have been hoping for is a sharp recovery in the margins here, because LCC, post that acquisition, management had talked about a margin recovery being possible, and we haven't seen that, so we're still, now that it's been more than a year, we've not seen that. People are beginning to wonder whether it'll happen at all. So, if this how much of this one-time restructuring cost is not an employee cost, that would be good to see. If that if that gives, say, 100 basis point improvement, that would be more welcome than I would say even the dollar revenue growth.
Okay, Ravi and Sarabjit, thanks so much for that. So the sum and substance, the summary of Tech Mahindra is that the numbers are decent, no blowout performance, no positive surprise. At best, you can say decent numbers, and the margins are slightly lower than estimates. So don't expect any major performance on the stock either tomorrow. But just one word on Glenmark. The numbers looked good. They were looking better than what the street was estimating. 20% margins for Glenmark, so good going on that front. And the profitability as well was slightly higher than at least what the poll has thrown up. So Glenmark 2 is 209.